Hello everyone, welcome you all back, and today we are going to see how we can reverse a sentence word by word. Okay, so what we are going to do is understand each step of this program, and at the end of this video we are going to debug the program and understand what exactly we are trying to do in each line of this code. Okay, so I will recommend you to watch this video till the end to understand each concept properly. So let's get started. In this program we have a class called reverse sentence, and inside that we have this main method. So inside this main method, we are trying to initialize a string variable called sentence with this value. So we are going to initialize this variable with this value. Okay, and we are going to reverse this sentence. So we have this method to reverse the sentence, and that expects a string which we are passing over here. So this is the value which we are passing over here, and once this method returns the reverse of the string, we are printing it. So let's go inside this method and see what we are trying to do. So inside this method, what we are doing is we are using a logic to split the sentence using this space. So I have this sentence. This is the same string which is being passed here, and we are splitting it using this space. So once you perform this method, what it will do, it will return an array of strings. So I'm calling it word. This right. So this will have I, love, to, and code. These all words will be there in this array of string, and we have an empty string variable sb where will be append these word in the reverse order. So code will append, then will append, will add this space, and then will again append to, and like this we'll do, and try to create a reverse of the sentence. Okay, so we are using a for loop where we are running it from I is equal to word length, I mean the length of the array minus 1, so that will be the last index, and we'll run it till 0, I is equal to 0, and we'll decrement it. Okay, so we have this sb which is initially empty, and what we are doing, we are appending the word. Okay, so I will be what, initially, since there are four words, so I will be length. The length will be 4, and 4 minus 1 will be 3, right? So index will be 3. So on the third index, what we have here is code, right? So code will be append first. Okay, and we are also appending this space. Okay, only till I is equal to 0. I is greater than 0. Once I is equal to 0, we will not append this space because we have encountered the end. Okay, we are at the end. So again, what will happen? First, we have added code, then again we'll add space, and then again we'll add two, then again space, then uh, again we'll add love, and again space, and then again we'll add I. And since at that time I will the value of I will be 0, so we'll will not do this, and we'll return that string. Okay, so there might be something which is not clear as of now. So what I'm going to do is run this program, and then I'm going to debug this. So let's see step by step what is happening. So if you see, this is the reverse of the sentence. So in order to debug, let me put a breakpoint over here, and right click over here, and debug as Java application. So once this will happen, the program execution will stop over here. Okay, before that we need to switch to the debug perspective so that we can see the variables on right hand side, and yeah, so this is the variable section, and I will see these buttons. Okay, these are enabled now, so we can move to the next step, okay, without going further in the program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute this line, and this line is doing what is initializing a string variable called sentence with this value. So the moment I do a step over, this line is executed, and if you see in the variable section, this variable is created, sentence. This is of string type, and this is the value. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll go inside this method. To go inside this method, what you need to do is click on step into. So if you see, we have come here, right? Now let's execute this line. What I have mentioned is this split function will split based on this value, which is the space for us, and create a array of string. So let's execute this and see. Okay, so this array is created. Now let me expand this, If you see, at 0th index we have I, at second index we have love, and so on, right? So now what we are trying to do, I mentioned you, right, this word dot length minus 1, right? Word dot length is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the length, and 1, if you minus 1 is 3. So that is the third index. So we'll take the third value first, which is the last value of that sentence. So code will become here. So let's execute this. Okay. So SB is now empty, right? If you see, we have initialized SB and SB is empty. Let's go inside this loop. I is equal to 3, and the word at I is code, right? So this will be, so now SB will be appended with this word. Okay, so now if you see, SB is code. Now we'll check I is greater than 0. Yes, I is greater than 0. Now we'll append the space. So once I do this, you will see there will be one space over here. You see that? Okay, let me run this again. So now the value of I will be 2 and the word will be 2. Okay, let's append that as well. If you see, now let's check I is greater than 0. Yes, this is true. Then we'll again append this space. You see, space is appended. Now let's go inside that again. Now the word is at the I is 1 and the value is love. So let's append it. Let's check I is greater than 0. Yes, it is. Now again we'll append the space. You see, now I will check the value of I is 0 now. If you see, if you put the cursor over here, the value of I is 0. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll append this value at index 0. You see this? Now we'll check I is greater than 0. No, I is not greater than 0, right? So it will get out of the loop, this if condition. It will not go inside this if condition. Okay, so again we come to the for loop and we'll see that we have completed our loop. So we'll come out of the loop and we'll return this. If you see, the SB value is same. Go to love I, which is the reverse of that sentence word by word. Okay, so now if you see, we'll assign this the output of this method to this variable, which is of a string. You see, RS is the reverse of this string. The sentence is this and the RS is this. Let's print that. Okay, so if you see, we have printed this. Okay, so hope this is clear to you guys, and if you find any value in this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.